And good day. Today we're having a look at this. It's a Wuben H5 flashlight. It comes with a 360 degree clip and a headband. Now this makes it an extremely versatile torch, and it's great for camping or for fishing or general outdoor use, and it's completely hands-free. The Wuben H5 flashlight is pretty rugged. If you drop it from a height of 1.5 meters, it'll survive. If you decide you want to drown the poor little thing, stick it in 2 meters of water, leave it there for an hour, pull it out, it'll still be working. It can actually take that sort of punishment. If you use the standard battery that comes with the flashlight, which is the 14,500 lithium-ion battery, it has a protection circuit board in it, and this is the type that is recommended for the torch. You can also use other 14,500 lithium-ion batteries like the rechargeable ones, but if they don't have a protection circuit board, just be a little bit cautious when you're using it. You can also use AA nickel metal hydrate batteries. They're recommended, they're okay. You can also use AA alkaline batteries. They don't have a problem with it either. And if you use a carbon battery, AA type, they don't last as long, so I wouldn't recommend them at all. And this is everything that was in the box. We've got a headband with Wuben written on it. We've got a Type A USB to Type C, which is rather nice. Of course, we've got the torch itself, a couple of O-rings, got a little lanyard, which is always handy, and the instructions. I'll lay the instructions out and we'll have a bit of a look at them in a few seconds. And here is the Wuben H5 flashlight instruction manual. It comes in 14 different languages. I do thoroughly recommend you read the instruction leaflet itself. You might be surprised, there's bound to be something in there that you thought you knew, but you don't. I always read them myself, and that's why I include always instruction manuals in my videos. And I have it so that you can stop them at any time, and if there's anything of interest, you obviously can read it, and then you can fast forward or simply scroll back to a previous section that you found interesting. Now it's time to have a bit of a look at the torch itself, and this little cover here tells you that you've got to remove a battery insulation cover, which, oh, there is that little blue thing it looks like. That, there it is, comes off. I'll just drop it down there. It's stuck to my fingers. And there's the battery. Oh, look at that, it's a rechargeable battery. So that's quite handy. It also takes AA batteries. So I'll screw that up and turn on the button and see what happens. Whoa, she's nice and bright. That's a good start. So we're going to have a bit of fun with this. We'll take it outside when it gets a bit dark, and we'll put it through its paces. And here's the battery that came with the torch. It's a Wuben 920 milliamp hour battery, and it's a 14500, as you can see here, 3.7. And what that means is it's a rechargeable job. There's a Type C connector, so we'll pop it in. And as you can see here, the red LED indicates that the battery's on charge, and when it turns to green, it is fully charged. Now I'm going to turn on the light, and there you go. W for Wuben. Nifty, eh? Let's surmise you're riding your bike at night, and heaven forbid the headlight goes out and you don't have a spare battery to get it working again, but you happen to have a little Wuben H5 in your pocket. Well, you've just saved yourself a lot of headache. You simply rotate it, unsnap, find appropriate cables, slide them over, snap the little lock back into position, slide the torch into an appropriate spot and rotate it as required. And look, it's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it'll get you home, and that's all that matters. No, you don't have to keep the torch attached to the little clip that's there. To remove it, you just simply unscrew the end, slide out the clip, and pop the little end cap back on, and there you go. So that's all you have to do to get this working, and you can put that aside somewhere else if you don't need it. This little attachment here, the little headband, is very handy. Obviously you plonk it on your noggin, and that's where you use this. You rotate so that you've got the little clip free. Slot that into position and you have the torch sitting there, and you can angle the torch to whatever you want. So that is very handy, like if you're working say on a vehicle and you need to get down and check where your hands are, well, it'll do it. So let's have a look and see if it does actually work. And here we are, we're having a look at the engine in the car. I'll turn on the light, and as you can see, it works. And here we go, we'll turn the torch on. It's setting 2, that's setting 3, and that's setting 4. So it's quite good. It's wherever I turn my head. Yeah. And here you are, you find yourself out in the bush and you're looking for a bit of metal to pop the little torch on, and you suddenly realise there isn't any, but there are branches hanging around. So what you do, you grab your torch, fold it back, pull the little safety lever back, get your little branch, slide it on, snap that in place, and the torch will sit there. It's not going to fall off, so that's handy. And of course the opposite to remove, just simply pull and out she comes. So that's handy. I've never had a torch that can do that before. Now I'm going to show you something that this is not really designed to do. If I aim this down at my top pocket there, if you rotate out of the way, you've got this little latch. Pop the latch back and you can pop this onto your pocket. Then you snap that little latch back in position, and as you can see, it's not going to drop out of your pocket. Now it's not actually designed for such loose material, but you get the idea. It is secure, it's not going anywhere. So that's quite handy. And to remove it, you just simply undo the little latch and slide it off, as simple as that. And of course an obvious place to put it is onto the belt itself, and just sits in nicely like so. And again, you can rotate it into different angles, whatever you want. You can go up or down, so that's quite a handy little thing. It's quite secure there as well. So if you're out and about and you come across a bit of a steel pole, you can attach the torch. You can of course rotate to any angle that you want, and it works extremely well. And if for some reason you need to attach it to the side of the car, again you can, and just simply rotate to what angle you want. So any magnetic surface it will attach to beautifully. As you can see, it's a bit on the dark side at the moment, so let's try this thing out. And there I am. It's great if you're going fishing. You can work with your hands. As you can see here, you can go through your tools. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, consider giving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, doesn't really matter. Leave a comment. I'd appreciate that, and I'll answer it. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Give it a go. I mean, hey, it's free, and you never know what the very next video is going to be, because I certainly don't. All the very best till then. Take care. Bye.